Hold on, give me a second. Hello everybody, this is Nerf Gun Reviewer 331 here today. You just got a glimpse of what I was going to be recording for today. This is actually a take 2 because take 1 originally didn't work out and I had my cat interrupt me a few times and I'm like, okay, I'll delete the footage and replace it with this. So, let me switch back. Oops. Alright, so, if I can get the freaking camcorder back onto my hand. What you're looking at right here is a double Vulcan setup, more or less. I'm going to say it's a very crappy setup. Not like bad crappy, not like stupid crappy, just bad crappy. Get rid of that Mountain Dew. Basically, I'm just going to go over a few things, like the overview, what it is, any modifications done. As you can see, there's a crap ton of cable ties on it, or whatever the heck these things are called. I think they're cable ties. I'm just going to do an overview of first impressions, any problems with this, solutions, and I guess, before any of that, why I made this. So, okay, overview. Obviously, it's two Vulcans strapped together with cable with like I think it was like 14 cable ties, 12 cable ties. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, yeah, it's not important. The point is that I used a crap ton of cable ties. I used more than 10. As you can also see that it might be difficult to load the belts in. But for the top one, it's pretty easy. The bottom one is going to be pretty much a pain to deal with. You're going to probably wonder, so Sam, why did you attach two Vulcans, one on top of the other, together if they're not modified? Well, the thing is, I wanted to have that recreation of like, this is another video game reference, warning. Sorry, I'm biting my finger. This is another video game reference from Gears of War 3 and Gears of War Judgment, Gears of War 2, Gears of War 1. The Gears of War series, they have a double machine gun turret. It's actually side-by-side, but I can't do it side-by-side. I would have to get it onto that tripod, and that'd be hard to do. Yeah, so you're also probably wondering, like, if it's not modified, I mean, how are you going to get that bomb one fed in, with like the bomb belt? I thought of a few ways of doing it, and a few of them revolve using this thing, pulling it back, and then reloading the belt in without having to jam it in there and break something. But, yeah. So, the overview, why I made it. Okay, so why did I make this? I made this because I was extremely bored. Yes, I know. I'm extremely bored sometimes. And sometimes when I'm extremely bored, I pace around the room thinking, okay, I need to come up with some sort of Nerf video, otherwise I'm going to be bored for like the next 3 hours or so. And I either come up with a Nerf video or I don't, and I just start playing video games or something like that. But, I do keep it, I can't really flip it that way. Do keep in mind, I just had like a crap ton of caffeine, so if I talk way too quickly, you can slow the video down, I guess. I don't think you can do that on YouTube, but you can like get into like Premiere Pro. You could like copy the video and put it in Premiere Pro and like, or Windows Live Movie Maker and slow it down slowly. But either way, sorry about that. So, I guess the intention was to recreate something from Gears of War 3 and Judgment, because they have the like, if you think of it this way, side by side, this would look like the kind of like the turret, except it's belt fed and it doesn't have like bullets ejecting out of it, and it doesn't look like it's Gears of War themed. What else? Let's see. I'm also going to point out that don't carry it. If you were to make this, recreate this, don't carry it by the handle, and don't carry it. Basically just don't put one hand here and one hand here, because it will be a pain in the ass to like lug it around, literally. Fix that. Okay. So are there any like modifications? There are no modifications. However, if you modify the belt, I would suggest putting it on the bottom, so that way you don't have to reload that one at all, and you reload this one at all you want. So say like you have, I'll give an example here. Here's all my belts here. I have a 50 dart belt and two 25s. The other 25s I can in my room, but this is a very long 50 dart belt. It's actually 49, 48 because of the spacers. But I would put this in the bottom, just so in case you run into a problem of if you put 25 and 25 here, then you're gonna have to like exchange that one out, or not use that one at all, and you're gonna lose firepower. This is why I recommend getting a bigger belt or a longer belt, so that way you can put one in there, one like 75 to 100 dart belt in this one, and then you can reload this one while you're blasting away others with this, and so forth. This is probably like a 2 or 3 person job. I mean, you could do this with one person, but it would be a stressful job. Having to change this out, and fire all this, and maintain everything. Let alone keep it on a tripod and make it stay. Where did I put that tripod, by the way? Oh, here it is. The Vulcan tripod will work very well, but it will be a pain to get it on and off. Well, actually, getting it off is pretty easy, but getting it on is the hard part. Seeing that the tripod will actually may break due to the fact that this is twice the weight, and plus whatever belts you have and accessories on it. It will probably break the tripod. I would also recommend putting it stationary, or put it on like a cushion or something, just so you can like turn it around, you know, or put on like a stronger tripod. I would recommend a really strong camera tripod, not like this. That's a flimsy tripod. That's like good enough for one Vulcan. For 2 Vulcans, you need something with thicker legs, thicker everything, thicker support, thicker legs, a better, stronger metal thing. You know, I think that's plastic and metal. I don't know, but I'm not gonna get into that. A side note, before I get into any more of this, the reason why I am doing a second take on this is because the first one cut out on some of the important pieces, and my cat interrupted most of it. So I'm using a camcorder that doesn't interrupt me. And if you're wondering what camera that is, it's that one right there. That camera caused me so much pain and agony, I just wanted to just grab a knife and just start stabbing it, but I can't because that's the college camera, and I would have to pay like $600 or $700 for it. Anyway, let me cough out my guts first. So, like I said, if you were gonna make this, recreate this, I also put a like one big strap of clear tape along the top, so this doesn't fly back and forth. This doesn't really matter because it's not really going anywhere. You're probably wondering, like, why do you have like 1, 2, 3 straps tied together in a weird position, as you can see? Well, you see, there's a strap here that connects to that trigger. That strap connects to that trigger, connects to this. This green thing you're going to see in a little bit. Same thing here. A little strap connects to the trigger, connects to that. That's also connected to this. If I were to say pull this green thing, as you can see, it will slowly pull the triggers, but you have to get it high enough, maybe low enough actually, come to think of it, but you have to get it low enough just so you have enough pressure to apply it to. Otherwise you're going to have to manually push the triggers themselves. These are the adjustable cable ties. This one is not adjustable. I just grabbed one randomly and started putting stuff on. As far as support goes for keeping everything intact and not falling having everything fall apart, I have one going through this hole and going through that hole from here to here, looping around. That's 3 cable ties out into like a triangle. I have one connecting here, just plain old one. I have 3, 1, 2, and 1 on the other side. That's 3, connecting through those same holes. And I think that's it for support. You can always take off these little flaps and everything, but I would always recommend keeping them on if you have the adjustable ones. If you have the adjustable ones, leave the flaps on just in case you need them tighter or looser, depending on what you do. This one you don't really need an adjustable one. You can just adjust it to your liking and keep it that way. Okay, as far as shooting it goes, I have never shot this before. I know it's going to work because, let's face it, it's a Vulcan. It's pretty badass. I like it a lot. But like I said, there are also a few problems, such as the tripod right there. That tripod's going to fail immediately if you start shooting it. Not immediately, but it will fail over time. Over a long period of time, it will start failing because it's a lot of weight. Think about it that way. And let's see. It's hard to reload this one because that jam door's the door is already blocked by this big thing. If you were to change the battery switch, I actually have to do for the top one. I would have to take out. I think I have to go for one of these screws over here. I don't know which one it was, but I'd have to take the screws out of the battery door and then put the batteries in. That's a pain and a hassle. I'd have to take this piece out and so forth. Performance is unknown because I want to test it so badly. Two things: I have too much going on right now, and second of all, I don't have batteries for the top one. I do have batteries for the bottom one, but it's pretty low batteries. I might as well get like 12 batteries, 12D batteries, and that's going to cost a lot. I just said a lot. As you can probably tell here, this is something. This is like a template for, like a starting point, more or less. This is like a starting point for the Vulcans. I was gonna put one Vulcan here on one side and one Vulcan on this side. And leave a little gap here for the belt to like empty out. But that didn't work out very well because, first of all, that's plastic. It's gonna break. Second of all, it's super glued to a piece of foam that's supposed to make it balanced, and I don't think that's going to work. So yeah. The cable ties are really cheap at a hardware store, or any store really. I think a dollar store might have them. They must be at like $3, $2, maybe even $1 for like a bunch of them. Get the adjustable ones because that's what I would recommend if you were to make this. And like I said this in the first take, I'm going to say it again in this take. This is a very lazy and cheap, easy way to make a double turret. But then you have some problems with it. And I also didn't add the ammo doors because I just didn't feel like it. It just get in the way. It wouldn't make sense because this one's not going to be covered. This one's probably would be covered, but it would look weird. I don't know. So yeah. So, the verdict, if you have two Vulcans laying around, they both work, or you just want to do something for props and effects, use this. Do it this way. I would always, like I said, I would recommend putting it on a cushion or a seat of some sort so you don't break the tripod or a camera tripod for that matter. I was thinking about putting this on that camera tripod, and then I realized it's going to break it. Like, this would go immediately straight down to the ground, and that would suck. That's an exaggeration, but really, what I'm trying to say is it would just basically destroy the tripod and I would not be able to use it. So, I've talked really quickly. I had, I think, 300 milligrams of caffeine today within that clock's still dead. I think it's 3 o'clock right now. So I've had like in 5 hours I've drank 300 milligrams of caffeine. So yeah, that's a lot of caffeine, by the way. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video of my version of the Nerf double Vulcan turret. They're both unmodified, by the way. They're stock form. I would recommend putting the highest capacity belt you have into this slot, and the lowest capacity belt, or maybe a little bit higher, still pretty low compared to this one, on the top one, so you can reload this one easier. Maybe put like a cardboard box to make it expand a little bit. That would be pretty cool looking. At the same time, you could spray paint it black or orange or yellow or whatever you want. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I made a 15-minute talking about my creation. This is just my creation. I don't really care if I copyrighted somebody or not. I personally like this better than just having one Vulcan on a turret. 2 Vulcans doubles the firepower and gives you a better chance of hitting your enemies. Prove me wrong in any way, shape, or form, which probably might be possible. So yeah. I've talked for about 15, 16 minutes. I should probably stop the video now. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, understood all of it. Leave a comment, like, subscribe, whatever. Do whatever you please, but please don't hate. This is... Oh, yes, I remember now. The one last thing I was going to say, that I said in the first take, I'm going to say it here. I appreciate constructive criticisms like for example, okay, so you may have screwed up on this part, but you can fix it by doing this. Or maybe like, I didn't like that part, but you can improve it by doing this. Basically give me tips and helpful hints. If you just say like, that was stupid, you need to or something like that. If you do hate, along with constructive criticism, it immediately becomes destructive criticism. I don't like it. I don't care if you're a fan or not. I've ran into this many times when fans become haters, and I don't like that. It feels like betrayal, so yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed the Nerf double Vulcan turret. Like always, comment nicely. I don't appreciate hate of any kind. If I see any hate, you're getting blocked. Your comment deleted, and I'll never see you again. Simple as that. So yeah. I believe that is it on my little checklist here. Okay, so I was thinking about doing the Nerf double Vulcan turret. Next up, it might be the better adding a bipod to the bazooka to make it into a mortar kind of. So, like always, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys later.